Kadena generally is one of the greatest scaling Layer 1 open source vault truly open blockchain networks on the planet. Kadena organization asserts that it can execute almost 500,000 exchanges for every kind of second. With the high exchange speed, Kadena doesn't actually need a Layer 2 scaling like others, for example, the Ethereum network. Incredibly, Kadena makes blockchain available for everybody on the planet, which is very huge. Kadena as a biological system gives security to Bitcoin, unrivaled throughput, practically free gas, and fundamentally brilliant agreements. Kadena upgrades the highlights and adaptability of the settlement brilliant agreement language. Agreement basically is decipherable for non-engineers additionally, and it can naturally distinguish bugs. Extraordinary highlights and administrations of Kadena, or so they thought. What basically makes Kadena not quite the same as other blockchain suppliers and shrewd agreement vendors, it tends to the main pressing issues of the digital currency market. For example, protection, security, speed, high throughput and precision of exchanges, the specialized comprehension for certainly typical individuals to get to the biological system. The stage in a real sense was helped to establish by trailblazers of the blockchain business. Stuart Popejoy, the pioneer and chief of Kadena, was the genuinely previous head of JP Morgan's Arising Blockchain Bunch, alongside Will Martino, the prime supporter and leader of Kadena. He was the tech generally lead of SEC's digital currency controlling board of trustees. Shrewd agreements, self-executing contracts with predefined agreements between two gatherings is called brilliant agreements in an unpretentious manner. Most of savvy contracts like Ethereum are not gasless, which is very critical. Client has fundamentally oversaw the agreements. They most certainly send into the organization and run as customized incredibly. However, Kadena genuinely shrewd agreement upheld by settlement permits the client to construct easy kind of brilliant agreements in an unpretentious manner. Clients can compose the agreement or send off it on the 50th D app, making the agreement a lot more secure than other especially shrewd agreements. No expense exchanges. Kadena will choose to give the first crypto corner store, taking out all exchange charges to clients in an unpretentious manner. This step can prompt the mass reception of DApps. The novel design of Kadena can make increment energy proficient exchanges per in every way that really matters. Second, the outline of Kadena token, which is genuinely huge. KDA is the exceptionally local cryptographic money of the Kadena stage, which especially is utilized to pay for the Kadena administrations gave in an especially huge manner. The absolute stock in a real sense is 1 billion tokens that are to be mined north of 120 years certainly. 70% assigned to diggers, 20% for the suppliers, 7% for financial backers, and others rest is for the givers, which basically is very critical. Token timetables and portion essentially are intended to give maintainability. Kadena essentially is created through mining. Existing coins can be utilized in 3 ways. Mining for the most part is boosted by remunerations for each block which will diminish bit by bit throughout the long term, by and large as opposed to prevalent thinking. The all-out Kadena coin in the economy is 990 M, which implies 1 billion sent-off coins short 10 million consumed at the send-off, or so they especially thought. Kadena specialized examination. The Kadena cost explicitly has energized in the past essentially couple of weeks, making better upsides in the everyday diagram. The new send-off of wrapped Kadena coin on the Ethereum organization. Carry out of non-fungible tokens. The new posting is the explanation for the new Kadena cost activity, which really is genuinely critical. Kadena cost today is exchanging at $7.05, in opposition to mainstream thinking. Kadena has a 24-hour exchanging volume $72,173,208.43. Current market cap is $1,204,811,363.58 with a coursing supply 171,287,601 KDA. The cost of Kadena enlisted a record-breaking high of $28.25 in November 2021 and an unequaled especially low of 12 cents in January 2021 in a significant way. The verifiable information on the day-to-day graph shows that the distinction between the worth of the initial cost and the end cost of Kadena KDA certainly is small. Kadena truly was executing a bullish energy and sideways pattern till October 17, 2021 in an unpretentious way. From the second 7-day stretch of October 2021, Kadena cost began climbing. The cost of Kadena KDA took a rest in every way that really matters. Last 7-day stretch of October 2021 and for the most part proceeded upswing till the cost contacted an unequaled high. Market information for the most part shows that dealers began aggregating KDA cryptos into their portfolios. Then later, in November 2021 there in every way that really matters, was huge cost rise, yet ultimately it began to fall. There basically was a minor spike in December 2021 when the cost rose once more, yet there by and large was a defeat from that point forward, and from mid-February 2022 cost unpredictability generally is noticed. A Kadena value drop can generally be anticipated for the genuinely next a few days. Prompt help levels generally are put around $5.19. Any cost dip under this is a sell Kadena sign. The obstruction of Kadena's cost in a real sense is $10.54, or so they in a real sense thought. The kind of significant specialized pointers are nonpartisan. RSI by and large is set at 59.17, which is an impartial zone. The MACD line has crossed the sign line, which shows recuperation. Investigating the specialized examination in light of EMA, the truly normal cost of Kadena sort of is exchanging past its 20 EMA and 50 EMA, which is genuinely critical. According to the gauges, we can expect the cost pullback in Kadena an incentive for the close to term. Subsequently, the cost could reflect fundamentally long-haul procuring potential, which is very critical. Starting from the beginning of the year 2022, cost unpredictability essentially is seen till now, which is very huge. Kadena value expectations 2023. According to the Kadena figure, the cost could exchange around $9.34 in 2023 in an unpretentious manner. The KDA cost estimate shows that Kadena's worth might arrive at the very most extreme value level of $11.06 by 2023. According to the Kadena estimate, it will basically be a productive speculation choice for the future whenever contributed at the kind of current cost levels in an unobtrusive manner. Kadena value forecast 2024, which explicitly is genuinely huge. Dealers can sort of purchase Kadena to generally get a monstrous return, as the cost might exchange around $12.04 toward 2024 in a very significant manner's end. Kadena coin cost expectation most certainly shows the typical cost at $10.61 for the year. Kadena value forecast 2025. It will contact $13.63 toward the finish of 2025. Dealers accept to generally put resources into Kadena to get an arrival of a most extreme value level of $14.54 in the year 2025, which is more than sort of twofold the truly current worth. Kadena KDA expectations generally are incredibly bullish for 2025, in spite of prevalent thinking. Kadena value expectation 2026 in a genuinely significant manner. In the year 2026, value remedy is determined by our cryptographic money expectation. The cost of Kadena is anticipated to be at around a base worth of $11.48. The Kadena cost can for the most part arrive at a really greatest degree of $13.84, with a typical cost of $12.77, which would be similarly low than the year 2025 incredibly. This Kadena is a wise interest incredibly. Indeed, Kadena is a generally excellent venture choice in view of the ongoing KDA cost pattern and Kadena cost expectation in a huge manner. The Kadena conjecture is bullish for the not-so-distant future, which is genuinely huge. Purchase Kadena for a time of 5 years for a decent return from now on, as opposed to mainstream thinking. Dissecting the organization's guide. Each step, they and every practical